Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Welcome to the podcast. That was our own created theme song. We thought we'd have something this week besides us randomly talking at the beginning. If you heard crunching, it's also lunchtime, cereal time. Sorry for the unprofessionalism.
We're not robots, you know. We gotta eat.
Mm-hmm.
Could have done it before or after the podcast, though.
Yeah, we want to make the viewers know / listeners know that, you know, hey, if you want to have a snack every once in a while, it's okay.
Side note.
What are you guys eating?
I mean the off-brand of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, that's off-brand?
Yeah.
Looks just like the real stuff. Nice.
The difference between real Captain Crunch and the generic Captain Crunch is the generic one gets soggier way faster.
Oh. There you go.
But otherwise, it tastes the same. So if you eat it fast, you won't even know the difference.
Stuff you know. Does it still cut your mouth the same?
Speaking of cereal, Andy, what's your top 5? And I want you to think before you answer.
Top 5 cereals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go Trix as 5.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
Trix. I don't know what they're called, but they're like shaped in a circle or like a O.
Cheerios.
It's called like oat something. It's not oat brand.
The O's.
The
honey O's, honey graham O's, or
Well, I like
they have like circles and they have like little crunchies in the middle.
No, that's not them.
I used to buy those.
So basically, just like O's. So you don't know.
Like,
that's number 4.
Yeah, and then I would go with Honey Nut Cheerios. I'd go with Frosted Wheaties.
And number 2, what's your favorite cereal?
It's the O's.
Oh, so that's 4. You need one more.
Yeah, I guess I only have a top 4, huh?
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I was just asking this because Evdog over here thinks Fruity Pebbles should be in top 10 cereals.
I would probably put it at 8.
Yeah. Mine was like I think they're.
I said top 15 / 20.
I used to eat them all the time.
They're
I
bomb.
ate them until I got sick of them, and so that's why I don't eat them anymore because I'm sick of them.
All right. Mine is number 5.
Fruity Pebbles.
So number 5's Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right, or the off-brand,
Yeah,
just Cinnamon Toast.
I have something about the opera in a second, but Cinnamon Toast Crunch 5. 4, I like grape nuts.
Grape nuts.
Yeah. Energy.
I don't know what those are.
They're like, I don't know, it's just a smaller box. They're like little maybe pebble things. I don't know. You soak them in milk, let them soak a while, and then put sugar in it. It's really good. Healthy. That's until you put sugar in it. And then number 3 might be a French toast cereal. French Toast Crunch.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, it's like a maple flavored. They don't make it anymore. Back in
So
days.
it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch maple flavor.
No, it's like they're shaped like toast.
No, that's like French toast.
Oh, didn't the same people make that?
Yeah,
that
same
name?
company. So like it's kind of the same. So that's why it's called Crunch, but it's like French toast. Number
it's the
2, we got the Fruity Pebs. Number 1, Golden Grams.
Golden Grams is great stuff. Fruity Pebbles should not be in top 5.
Yeah, it's top 5. The Flintstones are.
No way, no.
And then number 6, Pokemon cereal.
Pokemon cereals before Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, good. I'll eat that up. Alright. French Toast Crunch. I'll show you a picture of it.
Yeah, I know what it looked like.
we
I remember.
You remember now?
Yeah.
I just had to ask because Evan was, I don't know what he was thinking
French Toast
with
Crunch.
Fruity Pebbles.
See, alright, so going back to that's the fake Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No, it disappoints me. It's like I box cereal. Look on the side. It says that it's 12 servings. I get 3 bowls out of it, and it's empty.
Yeah, that's a small box. It's not
Yeah,
that
I
big.
mean, I don't know who they're for.
You also got to see what the serving sizes are.
Yeah, but you told me I mean 3 servings of cereal every bowl?
I mean, I don't even buy like the boxes anymore. I buy the big bags of cereal.
Well, I went
when
to Dollar General.
Oh yeah.
So they had no boxes. I got a big bag of
fix.
I got a big bag of some of the good stuff. Top 10. Shout out the off-brand cereal. The chocolate mateys. Chocolate Lucky Charms.
That doesn't sound appealing.
Yeah, gets rid of
Chocolate Lucky Charms.
You get rid of the worst part of Lucky Charms and the little brown, grain pieces. Make some chocolate and it keeps the marshmallows.
Did you guys used to just eat the marshmallows?
Yeah.
Like, get
And
as
then-
many as you could, put it in a bowl and just eat them?
No,
I do that with all the cereal.
I used
I
to.
was a pretty hyper kid.
I used to do that. Like I used to just take the cereal and I'd eat all the marshmallows out and just leave the rest in the bowl.
Shit, I was Napoleon before Napoleon. I had food in my pockets all the time. Cereal.
Yeah, and that's why you were like 160 in the 4th grade.
Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't got time to wait for lunch, you know?
Gotta get by.
Yeah, so, yeah, thank you, because I think Evan is way overhyping Fruity Pebbles.
No.
I'd name about 40, not 40, like about 10 better cereals than Fruity Pebbles.
8 years ago, I would probably put Fruity Pebbles in my top 10.
But see, you're
But that was 8 years
But see,
ago.
you have a reason to not, like, because you ate them so much that you're, like, off of them. If you eat someone cereals that you just pick up and eat, it's, like, good. Like, Mono doesn't know. Mono doesn't even eat them, and he doesn't, you know?
Yeah, there's a reason how they're not good.
I mean, that's the reason for a lot of things, though. You just eat so much of it that you get sick of it. Right?
Yeah, like, I'm in a stage right now. This isn't necessarily because I ate so much of them, but I'm at a stage where I can't eat, like, real fried tortilla chips. Because back in Nepal, the meal I got sick on and, like, got, like, food poisoning from
Oh, yeah.
is at a Mexican restaurant. And so they made out, like, their own chips instead of buying, like, the tortilla chips you get in bag. So I was eating those. And I ended up, like, so I just had that taste. So, like, me and Mom, my brother, and his girlfriend, we went out to eat at this Mexican restaurant. I was like, yeah, sure. And he told me to eat some chips also. I was like, all right, whatever. I ate them. And I automatically brought that taste back to those chips I ate back in Nepal.
Do you know if it was actually the chips?
It was, no, I don't know what it was.
It could have been the water.
It was on the meal. No, it wasn't the water. Because they bring out purified, or like they bring out bottles of water.
Mondo bringing out some
Tortilla chips.
Yep.
No, there was something in the meal, but when I brought it back up is when I tasted the chips again, and it's because it was part of that meal association. I just can't do it right now. It was terrible trying to. I was worried. Like, we ate Mexican food as soon as we got back. I was a little worried.
Yeah.
That I was like, what if I can't eat this because it's not good. But it was alright. But that's one of those foods. It's gonna be a while before I start eating again.
I remember when I was younger, it was like a couple weeks after Halloween, so all the candy's on sale. And my mom bought the generic Reese's Pieces. She bought 2 bags. And for a long time, because of this, I could not eat anything generic, even generic cereal.
Really?
I ate the whole bag of that generic Reese's Pieces, and I spent the whole night puking it up. So for years, I could not eat anything that was
I hate
close to Reese's Pieces. But I'm good now.
No.
I've gotten over the hurdle.
I hate, like, do you have any story like that? Do you have, like, any foods that you can't eat right now because of, like, some bad experience or something?
No. Even with bad experiences, I still gotta eat the food, you know?
Yeah, Mondo's dothraki. I had a burnt burrito that was all hard and crusted, and I just ate, like, the good part, the middle part, and I left the all burnt, crusted part. Mondo just picks up.
Yes, I would have done that, though. That's different.
Hey.
Different than, like...
That's
One time
insane to me.
the first time I ever cooked the Hot Pocket and that, they were gone. I just took it. It was one of the cheeseburger ones that Mom didn't like, so I ate it.
Oh, yeah, those are
I
nasty.
didn't mind it, but I cooked it, and I cooked it with the box that they cook it instead of this hyperactive cook. I don't even know what level this microwave cooks at, but it cooks way
This
stronger.
microwave is, I don't know how to explain it, because it'll cook Hot Pockets real good, real fast. And the Tostino's pizzas, you gotta put those suckers in for like 3 minutes.
Because those aren't meant to be in the microwave. But, so I was cooking Hot Pocket, according to what, it said like 2 minutes something on the box. How long do you cook your Hot Pockets normally?
I've cooked it for a minute.
And they're good and warm. I cooked mine, it was like burnt. Like, it was like the inside wasn't really gooey.
It was just charcoal.
Oh,
But I was like, I gotta eat this. So I got the sweet baby rays and started dipping it in there. It's like eating like
Oh, that's nasty.
it's like eating an Italian dunker back in school.
I mean, this microwave, to put in perspective, when I go to my parents' house, I eat the chunky noodle soups, and I normally cook it in my parents' microwave for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This one, not even 2 minutes, and it cooks it. So, it's...
After a minute, it's already exploding.
Yeah. So, it's a pretty powerful microwave for whatever reason.
No. It's cool. Freaking. Yeah, so I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, though. I'll eat whatever.
Saves time, though.
Yeah. Watch how much time we're saving. Anytime we eat soup or whatever, half the time. Like, you times that every day for...
Yeah, I probably saved about 80 minutes of my life just cooking food twice as
we can use
fast.
to do whatever. Watch TV, play Destiny, play Pokemon last semester. Whatever it is.
Well, speaking of Destiny, we did try that raid with just the 3 of us.
Yeah. rare glass. I mean, I've heard crazy things. Like apparently, a video of like 6 people did 28 minutes.
28 minutes. Wow.
They were because they know what they're doing now.
Yeah, they
That's
probably
the
done
after
it
the first one did it.
a few times.
After the first one went through. Yeah, because the first people 11 hours, but they had no idea what they're doing. And I feel like as more people beat this, and it makes it look like they're losing their credibility a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, they're the first ones, but they might bust us because it took them that long. If these guys are powering through it. But they probably find some shortcuts or something. I don't know. But we tried doing it, and we found out that you need 6 people because
definitely need 6
it's really hard to
people.
man the stations by yourself.
We tried and tried and tried.
Yeah, but we couldn't get past the first area because we always need more bodies.
Yeah,
maybe
spawners.
maybe with 4 people, could have got lucky.
Now, one guy, we were doing decent when that guy kept coming over.
We got 1 point. We were pretty close, passing the first part.
I thought we were going to.
We'll just have to wait for Mythic one time.
Mythic will probably join us. The wild card.
Wild card.
Then we can get butts to follow us.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to sit there and have to revive them all the time.
I almost pulled the butts during that strike.
I did mine a couple times.
I mean, that rocket flew like an inch away from my head.
The rocket will explode by 40 feet behind me, and boom, I'm dead.
Oh, it's stupid. Like the couple times, cause we did the weekly strike, level 26, and it was back on Mars. You have to kill the tank and then the guy in the middle of the room.
Got 6 strange coins.
Yeah, got coins for days. So we were doing it, and they got to the end where we're killing the tank, and we were just doing work on it. You know, it's basically dead. And then these 2 guys died. And so I'm sitting there shooting them, just trying to finish them off. And both times, we had to do it 3 times to beat it. The first 2 times, it wasn't even close to me. And it hits like a rock, and somehow the splash damage kills me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first of all, it should have been dead anyways.
Yeah, it was not even... I didn't even know how I survived. But finally killed it, and then we ran through the level.
Yeah, when there's a centimeter of life left on that tank, there's really like half a bar.
That's like any of the bosses, like, you know, there's a little bit left, you're like, he's dead. I keep shooting him, and he's still sitting there alive. I don't get it.
But the last boss,
yeah,
he had like a centimeter of life, and I was just unloading on him.
he just took his life.
And I went and reload, and I go back, and he was dead. I was like,
Yeah, you
damn.
got scared.
Yeah, I found out that using my special, or you know, like the purple ammo on that guy, was not as effective. Because it's faster, but it only did like critical 200. I was doing like 300 something with every shot of my scout rifle. So I was like, I'll just use this.
My sniper was doing about 1,200, I think. But
No,
I
I
always
think,
run out of ammo.
Yeah, I have a shotgun, so I can't really test it, but...
They really need to make those supercharged attacks a little bit more powerful. They don't do anything
Yeah,
against the
no,
bosses.
mine just throws a shield.
It's only like minions you can take out.
It's probably good so people can just go in and kill the boss right fast.
Yeah.
We'll charged up. I don't know, I mean, I couldn't do anything with my supercharge anyway since I did subclass Titan now. Work on that shield.
Yeah.
Did help sometimes though.
I should have switched before we went to the boss to get to my first subclass.
I should have too.
I thought about it, but then I realized I was like, because it helps really good when those guys come around you can, you know, do my hit the ground motion and do work around them. But the shield, I think, is gonna be good if we get in a situation where I have to revive you guys. I just like throw it down, revive you. We're both alive in the bubble.
Yeah, because I like the subclass I'm in, the Blade Dancer, but I prefer the other subclass, I think Gunslinger, because it has the golden gun, so I can hit people from long range.
Oh, we should combine them.
Maybe
Like,
that'll be the third subclass.
not say combine like, you know, say my shield and my compound, but like I like the grenades. Like for when you're facing big bosses, I like the grenade of the first one better because it has that bolt of lightning that keeps going up and keeps hitting them with like 1,000. When I did it, you know, my grenade hits them twice because it sticks onto them, but it does some damage, so it does a lot more with the other one. But I can't use it because I'm switching classes, but we're switching sub categories, whatever. Huh.
What do you think the next game, the big game we're gonna all be playing?
There is no next big game. Destiny 2.
You're right. No, next big game we'll play is Pokemon.
For sure.
Yeah, we
Comes out-
can't all play at the same time on our Xboxes.
No, you're right. I wish y'all could play together at the same time.
Yeah.
We've got technology.
Wanda just got to get a 3DS.
No.
Look at that Carney Exchange.
Carney
Get
Exchange.
them discounts. No, shout out to Carney Exchange.
That's true. When does Pokemon come out? Next month?
Is it? I have it written down in my.
It's either October or November. I'm pretty stoked for it.
That's something.
I'm trying to think. I know you can go in right now, get something from my GameStop on your game. Not on like this one, but you can get them on. So it's supposed to come out on November 21st.
November 21st.
Yeah.
Okay.
So around that Thanksgiving break.
I remember for the last Pokemon game, I tried so hard to get a shiny Eevee, and I think I hatched probably like
You guys saw it.
1,000 eggs, and I think I still have 500 eggs still left to hatch.
One of them
of doing that.
What if he's like one of them though on your break at work?
I know. I mean, one could possibly, but
Yeah, you're right.
doubt it.
Yeah, I'm excited for. I'm so close to getting all the Pokedex though. In the box, I've been trying to get one of each, just like a
for X. Nice.
I have to basically do. There's a couple trades I need to do, and then there's a couple make some eggs and get that kind of thing. Get the brief form. Close though. I did this grind. I was about last semester I did some grinding, so I was because I did Pokebox. I set up where each box holds a certain amount of guys in their order from 1 to 700 whatever now.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of filling out each box, and I'm almost done with the last ones. So I'm gonna grind on that a little bit before a game comes out sometime next month. Because we're on September 30th, so when we film this, who knows what'll come out, but...
Oh, yeah, the last podcast we did, we're not going to put out because it wasn't that good. A lot of dead energy.
Yeah, a lot of
someone in the room,
energy.
yeah.
It's because we recorded it way too close to the last one we did, so we really had nothing to talk about.
We're trying to get them in, but we did the picks, and we'll talk about it a little later.
We did picks on that podcast, and we'll get to it on this one.
Yeah, we'll get back. We'll tell you what we picked and where we're standing.
Speaking of picks, oh man, there's a lot of good college games this weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Speaking of college, one of us actually went to a game.
Yeah.
This last weekend.
I got a homecoming game with Huskers. I went to Memphis in Illinois.
Oh, it was the homecoming game?
Yeah.
So was it pretty crazy?
The homecoming doesn't mean anything in college. Not
well, I mean, I figured people would get a little bit more drunk.
No, they're always drunk in Lincoln.
Yeah. During the game, it doesn't matter because at the end they'll go out and do whatever homecoming stuff.
People are already black drunk by 12.
This isn't a high school where people get a little crazy around homecoming. They're already crazy every week like this.
Like the game we went to last year, well, we didn't go to, but we were in Lincoln for. It was at 11, I think, and most of the people I knew were drunk by 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but we were in student section. It's going crazy. Apparently, we got on TV one time.
Nice.
Yeah. The game was a blowout. Fun, the night game. Fireworks.
Nebraska, they might have a Heisman candidate.
There. Miradula. Shout out to Miradula.
The next game for Nebraska is huge.
Yeah, if they win.
Because if they win, they could actually win the Big Ten.
Yeah, if they win this game.
It's not that. It's if they win, then Amir would actually have a good chance.
Yeah, and you'd have a chance.
Of beating out Todd Gurley for the Heisman.
Good thing is they already got him they moved him up to the Heisman watch. So he's on the list of 4 or 5 guys that ESPN has on there.
Yeah, but he could be number 1.
Yeah, but if they have any vote aspect of it, he'll be number 1.
Nebraska
in terms of
does have a pretty easy schedule this year. So this would be the year that they could get a guy, at least a candidate, in Dominican Sue.
Michigan State has a good defense, so this is the first time Nebraska doesn't play a team with a good defense.
Yeah,
opposed to Miami, because Miami has athletes.
Yeah,
they don't really have.
No, their defense, they got straight destroyed. The defense got embarrassed. But last 2 years, Nebraska's put up 300 yards rushing on them. Last 2 years they've played them. So we'll see how this year goes. But last year, Nebraska, I think, had the most yards on anyone on Michigan State. But turnovers like crazy, killed them.
Unfortunately, isn't it at Michigan State?
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty tough.
We usually play Michigan State pretty good, though. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't know why we're the team that can do work against them, but...
really, that's the only opponent in Nebraska's way.
The Big Ten's a bunch of, trap teams that he's, try to overlook, and then they're going to... They're not that great.
If it's close by the third quarter, Huskers might have a chance. At the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, they might have a chance, but... No,
I'm not worried. I'm excited about it. Hopefully I'll get to watch some of it. I'll be in Nashville, but...
Oh, yeah, your music career is taking off, isn't it?
Going big. Gonna go record my first EP.
Yeah, and it's called White Power.
White Power.
The trilogy. Yeah, so look at it on shelves.
Anyway, so who you got winning the game?
Nebraska. I think they're gonna win it. I think they're looking pretty... there's still things I need to work on. There's certain aspects of defense I need to get better and tight on, but I think we have a good chance to go in there and get the upset. Because offensively, I think we're good enough. At least running-wise.
I'm just going to say Nebraska because I want them to win, so all of the people in Nebraska jump on And then, because we all know where this is heading.
What do you mean jump
Yeah,
on?
national championship.
Everybody in Nebraska is always on for the Huskers.
Yeah, but normally it's like they actually have a chance this year to like make it to a BCS bowl game.
Or the playoffs.
And then, I just feel like we know where this is heading.
Yeah. So we gonna
let them ride that high.
So are we gonna go back in January and go to the parade?
Yeah, right, son. You dreaming now.
Look, you got Florida State,
Florida State's overrated.
Oklahoma.
Florida State's overrated. Oklahoma's pretty good.
Auburn, Alabama. You got the big houses, the big players.
The big boys.
Oregon.
This ain't the 90s, boy. This ain't the
Oregon.
90s.
Oregon will be lucky if they get out of their conference alive without loss.
So
I'm going for the Huskers, but if they contain Abdullah, then Michigan State's gonna win.
Yeah.
There's no way Nebraska can win without Abdullah.
Well, I'd love to see him do it finally, because so far they haven't ever done it against Abdullah. He's gone at least over 100, I think, both times.
And they lost both times?
No, 1-1. But they had like 4 turnovers last game and barely lost against Michigan State team that won the Rose Bowl.
Well, wait, there's a reason why they won the Rose Bowl.
They destroyed Ohio State.
What were their turnovers? Interceptions?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's
probably
something I can't remember.
interceptions.
There might have been fun more to it. I don't know.
So if you guys just run the ball every play, then you guys will be okay.
That's how it was in the Illinois game last week on Saturday, because it was like the first. It took 4 attempts to get completion. It was like midway through second quarter before I got first completion. But Nebraska had like tons of rushing yards. Abdullah had like 200 rushing yards.
That's their bread and butter.
Yeah,
I don't think they could pass on Michigan State.
I think they can.
who knows?
Are you kidding me? You think they could pass on Michigan State? They held Oregon good for first 2 quarters.
Yeah, first 2 quarters. Let's see
With that explosive offense and those explosive receivers.
Oregon really didn't open up until they started getting the ball running, though.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Yeah, but
It's not like Nebraska's not like Nebraska's gonna go in passing first, and they might try to pass
passing
second.
game.
Only opened up because Oregon got their running game going.
Yeah, that's how Nebraska would go.
It's because Michigan State doesn't have the depth that Oregon has to keep up with that offense.
That speed.
And then boom, people wide open.
Yeah.
People don't even know how they
Nebraska
got
doesn't
open.
have that speed.
They don't really got
Nah.
good depth either.
Not all around. They have some guys that can fly up like that, but they don't have like all around speed like Oregon does. But
And
they got more
it's
toughness.
really going to test Armstrong, definitely. Actually play a pretty good defense.
Yeah,
Not Nicky State or whatever it was.
he played him last year. He was a freshman, so it's alright though. We'll see how it goes this weekend. Saturday night, got not the game day in town, but the game day announcers will be there, like Kirk and Chris Fowler and those guys.
Nice.
They're gonna be calling it, so it'll be a bunch of hate the whole time by Kirk Herbstreit because he hates Nebraska. So be him complaining how they're terrible, and so it'd be good though. And what'd you all do this weekend? Since I was gone.
I worked.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah, work good.
Work.
Mondo, you got like a whole bunch of shit in your hair and all over your face.
Yeah, it's powder. Does not
Powder.
eat. Does
I'm
not
already
eat a bowl of
celebrating.
cereal.
Alabama's gonna whoop up on
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. this
Yeah,
week.
game day.
Except for
Oh,
Ole
my.
Miss's college baseball team's my team.
Ole Miss is actually has a pretty good football team this year.
I think
They
they're overrated.
they do good recruits. I mean, they're not bad, but I mean, they're not like the worst team in the SEC, but
I
obviously
think
they're not the
overrated.
best.
I think they're gonna get shut down.
Yeah, I think Alabama's going to torch them.
But if it's a close game, I'm gonna assume Alabama's not being as
We'll
good as they
see
could
if,
this year.
if the Mississippi.
No respect for Ole Miss.
Yeah, if they got a good passing game, then they have a chance because Alabama don't have no pass rushers.
But they got
And-
the best receiver in the nation.
Yeah, that's the offense, though. I'm talking about the defense.
Offense.
Our offense will show up.
Defense, well, I guess it's opposite with Alabama now.
Yeah,
You guys got an offense, but no defense.
and it's
Is that what you're
passing.
saying?
It's
Pretty
passing.
much. Yeah, our
And it's passing. Yeah.
Blake
our
Simmons.
DBs and safeties, they pretty much play it safe defense, so they'll give everything underneath. And we got no pass rushers. No offense to Alabama, but we haven't had a good 5-star pass rusher in the past couple of years, and that's going to hurt us in the long haul.
Or will it? Or
I
maybe
think it will.
you do have one.
Because
Bruce.
our strength right now is our linebackers. Very athletic, very
It's
fast.
always been strength.
But in the past, we've had at least one good safety and one good corner.
True.
Now we got a bunch of averages out there.
It's just
Yeah, averages.
Hey, this isn't. Yeah, remember this is Ole Miss. This isn't Larry Fitzgerald Jr. out there in West Virginia.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I haven't really been paying attention to Oklahoma, but I'm not too worried, so I'm just going to say they're going to win.
No.
There you go.
See how interesting it gets when it goes into Big 12 play. So the Big 12's looking pretty decent. Like Baylor putting up numbers.
But that's about it.
I guess we'll... Pokemon's over. Let's look at, I'll look at Oklahoma's schedule. See who they got coming up.
Yeah, so I'm going with Alabama in that game.
Yeah, everyone does in the world.
Not everybody, son.
Wearing
Well, Miss
your
fans.
Alabama shirt. Going for Alabama.
Probably
TCU.
working.
Bye week. Alright, you got bye week next weekend. He's called TCU.
Nice.
It's in Texas.
Nice.
Red River.
So,
That's,
the old rivalry always got some good games.
yeah, blowouts like last year.
Yeah, but Texas,
Not good.
I thought they'd look a lot better with their new coach.
Yeah.
But I guess it'll take a while for them to...
These kids recruits. I think they hate him because he doesn't put up with their BS and kicks them off team.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But
give him a couple
those
years.
rivalry games, man. Each team comes and shows up to play the game.
So you see what happens.
Like, there's no easy rivalry game, and that's a big rivalry right there.
Yeah.
Of course, Texas sucks. 'Cause nobody likes Texas. Pansies.
Except for
Bunch of buffoons, I tell you. Buffoons.
Cowboys.
Except for the Cowboys.
Cowboys, though.
Destroyed the Saints.
Cowboys love. Jerry Jones loves Arkansas.
Yeah.
Basically lets them play there every week. A big new home game.
Yeah.
Well, you just...
You think about the cash, the revenue,
he's from
son.
Arkansas.
Yeah, and he's just trying to pay back that whole stadium he built.
I mean, Dallas Cowboys whooped Saints' ass. It's like I said, Rob Ryan can't coach defenses.
I think it's a little bit what I said at the beginning of the year. Everybody thinks that their offense will be good, but the defense might
Our
be
defense
better
did
than
play
the
pretty good.
offense.
I was impressed.
Against Saints, yeah.
I think they only held Jimmy Graham to like 4 catches. Yeah, he had a touchdown, but...
I mean,
it's
like,
Jimmy
Drew
Graham,
Brees didn't go
you know?
off.
Yeah.
Mm.
Shut down Brandon Cooks.
You know what about the Saints? A lot of people really aren't talking about is I think that they're missing the hard running from Mark Ingram
You might
because they got a lot of like speedster.
Where's he now?
What?
Where's Ingram now?
He's still in New Orleans, but he's out because of a hand.
Oh, okay.
One thing I read that they were talking about why the Saints are sucking ass this year is they basically gave up like 6 players for 1 player in Jerry's Bird, because they cut Lance Moore,
Darius
they traded
Sproles.
Sproles, they got rid of a bunch of guys. They got rid of both their safeties, Roman Harper and Mike Jenkins, for this guy. So,
Harvard, maybe.
well, like I said, Rob Ryan, he sucks. He's a horrible defensive coordinator. Made the Cowboys the worst defense. Now he's making the Saints the worst defense again.
Yeah.
So.
After the Cowboys took it back over, Saints said they want to. They're tired of being a better defense. So
Let's also talk about another elephant in the room. I was the only person that picked the Chiefs against the Patriots.
all right. So I guess if we're gonna talk about picks, we might as well talk about what we picked last week. Last week, we added up the scores, and I had a good first week, and then second week I got destroyed. Right? Does that make sense? Or
Yeah.
was it week 4? No, was that week 4 we just did? So the first 2 weeks I did good. Or first week good, second week I did all right, third week I did terrible, and so I ended up being after 3 weeks, I was 8 and. What were you? What were you?
We don't even know.
What were you?
All I know is
What were you before this week?
I was 10-10. Now
No.
I'm 13-13.
So I was 8 and 12, or I don't know, 8 and 11. I don't know what it was.
I mean, you keep looking at me like I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, I think you knew, but I was a couple
I have
games
no
under
idea.
500 because I had such a bad week 3. Money and
but,
Andy were
but
both.
that first week though, me and Andy made some
reaches on our picks.
Yeah.
A lot of
I paid for it.
Yeah.
I tried going for upsets week 3, and then what
I
happened?
mean,
I don't know if you were going upsets.
Yeah,
I think you were
Just
just
pick it,
lucky
yeah.
first week.
No.
Because you really can't tell first week who's
Well,
going to be good, who's
No,
not.
but we made some stretches.
Yeah.
Green Bay at Seattle.
Yeah.
Look what happened there. And
Yeah.
there's some other games where we picked and they were like just.
Well, let's look at the fact that I started paying attention, focusing after all my upsets, and then this week came back and put a good number in.
Well, let's just say right now we're all even at 13 and 13.
So last week we picked a couple different games. We picked the Giants, Redskins, Cowboys, Saints. We picked the Packers and Bears. We picked the
Eagles, 49ers.
Eagles, 49ers. And we picked something else.
Patriots,
Patriots,
Chiefs, and Panthers, Ravens.
Yeah, so all those we picked. And after that, I went 4-2. I missed the Chiefs Chiefs game, and I missed the Cowboys game. Mondo went
I went
3-3.
And I went 3-3 as well.
Who'd you miss, Mondo?
I missed, thanks to Nick Foles, the Eagles game.
No.
Every game that I got wrong, they got blown out. Patriots got blown out, Redskins got blown out, and I think the Panthers got blown out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got
got blown
destroyed.
out for sure.
So,
I picked 2 blowouts too, because I picked both night games.
I didn't just lose. I got blown out.
Sunday night and Monday night.
But I did beat Jordan McBride in fantasy by 80 points because of the Cowboys. So
It's Jordan, though.
Yeah.
Your bye week.
In my face league, and not the one we're talking about now, because I got beat by 20 or whatever, 14. Going into yesterday's game, I was down 2.5 points, and they had Tom Brady, and I had Gronk,
nice.
and ended up winning 101-98
Nice.
because Tom Brady didn't have very much points, and Gronk had a touchdown. So
And then, back to Nick Foles. Yeah, he had a lot of opportunities to win that game, but...
I've been telling you he's a bust-ass bust.
Oh, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying he had
Sounds
a lot
like
of
you are.
opportunities.
Sounds like
you are.
Didn't know you're the
It's
biggest.
the offensive coordinator's fault. They're over there calling all these dumb plays. Just try to let Shady carry you into the end zone.
Well, there's a reason Shady went 10 carries for 17 yards.
Yeah, Shady's a buster too.
Yeah, that 1 year wonder, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's when you're
Darren Sproles bringing more rush
He
yards.
gets
He has
incredible
decent career.
stats behind him.
He's decent, yeah.
Not
But
really.
last year was good. Last year was a good year. But look at he's done this year, right? Does he have 100 yards yet?
I don't know, but DeMarco Murray's gotten 100 yards in all 4 games.
So,
Yeah, but LaShawn was healthy all year last year.
Okay.
What's last year's numbers helping him with this year when he's been healthy all year?
Yeah, so much for last year, right? Did they win the Super Bowl?
No.
Yeah, so.
I'm just saying, If DeMarco Murray could stay healthy, obviously they got him projected to rush for over 2,000 yards.
Obviously.
Yeah, so as long as he can stay healthy, then
But we
2,000
don't
yards.
we don't want him to run for 2,000 yards.
Well, they showed the stats every time that DeMarco gets more than 20 or 25 carries a game, the Cowboys are 14-1.
Yeah.
So they want him to run the ball, Andy.
Yeah, but
14-1.
if he only has like 14 carries and we're up by 17 points, let's put Randall in or Dunbar,
Well, and you act like every game's would be a blowout over here.
Well,
You guys won.
our offense.
You guys won.
I mean, we did put 34 points up on the Rams as well.
Yeah, a couple of big turnovers in the second half allowed you to get easy field position, easy
So.
scores. So yeah. Here's your boy, LaShawn McCoy, Shady. This season he has 70 carries for 192 yards.
Averaging
1 touchdown though,
Averaging 2.7 yards
and
a
1
carry.
fumble.
Yeah. What about receiving yards?
He has 10 receptions for 64.
Well, Eagles aren't using him.
Fumble though.
It's because he's really not that good.
Oh, he's good. It's just, like you said, Nick Foles. He had a good season last year.
I just think any running back that is like the premier running back on a team that only weighs 205 pounds is not a good running back.
Jamal Charles, he's a good running back. And
Jamal
I think he
Charles.
weighs less
He's
than
195.
LaShawn
I
McCoy.
said yes last night.
Jamal Charles is an exception to it.
Chris
But, I mean, you look
Johnson.
at the best, like Daniel Tomlinson.
He's about 195, 200 pounds.
Daniel Thompson's like 220.
Well, maybe they need to get the ball Sproles more because Sproles has 18 carries for
Yeah.
121.
There you go. Darren Sproles, he sure
But
ain't no
he's
near
not the
195.
premier guy.
He's not premier, but he should be
Well,
used more.
he is now. I mean, for
He
his
should be.
productivity,
He
he's
should
a premier
be.
guy.
He's averaging,
I agree with you.
Averaging almost 7 yards a carry.
Bench LaShawn McCoy.
There you go.
Get rid of him.
But you can't because Darren Sproles been turning it up on special teams.
Yeah, but Sproles also.
How much juice do you want him to use,
Sproles has.
Yeah, let's let him use all the juice,
But let's look at this. Sproles has 130 more receiving yards too.
Yeah. They got to think about the long haul, though. I mean, if they're going to put the whole load on Darren Sproles,
I mean, if the Saints had Darren Sproles, it probably would have been 24-38.
I think if they had Darren Sproles, it'd been a different game
Yeah, 24-38.
for the Saints.
Here's like you don't have anymore. Yeah, so Eagles are bustas. Nick Foles. Nick Foles has 1,000 yards. There you go.
The Eagles are like the Broncos team from a while back that was 8-0.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm going to talk about a different team that reminds me of the 8-0 Broncos, but it's not the Eagles.
Oh, who is it?
It's the Bengals.
Okay.
People are overhyping the Bengals.
The Bengals have a very good offense. Offense in general.
Yeah, they got good offense, but they really haven't gotten tested this year.
They had good defense.
And
Once they get into their
They beat the
division,
Ravens.
though.
Look what the Ravens have been doing to people
Yeah,
since then.
I mean, Ravens are, 3-1 too?
Are they 3-1? I think they lost to the... Yeah, they beat the Browns and the...
And it was pretty much
Steelers
close
and
games, though. It's like it wasn't like they got blown out.
Who?
The Ravens.
No. The Bengals led up, and the Ravens came back. But yeah, look at them, though. Still 3-1 Ravens. Got beat by the Bengals.
I think the the Texans are 3-1.
No. Yeah, they won last week. Yeah, 3-1, but Colts are going to take care of business.
It's kind of been a strange season so far.
Yeah, it's early.
This is a
Rams are
season
1-2.
where there's actually a lot of good teams.
Well,
I mean, you got the top dog, the Seahawks, but then down below it's just question marks.
Chargers 3-1. Cardinals 4-0. We've been talking about the Cardinals.
Hey,
Yeah.
How
that's
the
because we knew the Cardinals were going to be good.
Yeah, but they might be on the same boat as
They might be
They might-
division champs.
they might be on the same boat as the Bengals.
No, they're better than Bengals.
I mean, it's possible.
Because their offense is worse. Definitely worse than the Bengals. Defense,
I think their offense is pretty good though.
you do?
Yeah.
I think
'Cause,
can be good. I don't think
Fritz
I don't think Juice
it's
Stan's that
Fritz.
good.
and Malcolm Floyd, very underrated receiver there.
Yeah, well, I don't unless they can throw better to him.
Yeah, but the Bengals, they're doing good. They've done good the past couple of years. But then when it gets to the playoffs, they're not that good.
I'm not even sure Marvin Lewis has one playoff win in his tenure with the Bengals.
I don't know.
So, I mean, they're looking good now. But obviously, I'm picking them to be one of those Bronco A&O teams where it's going to get serious. And then people are like, oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
Oh, you mean like the last year's Chiefs?
Yeah, good point.
That they're all,
Well, shoot, they were supposed to be that good last year because their whole defense made it to the Pro Bowl somehow. So they're supposed to be that good.
Alex Smith came in, did work. I don't know.
Chiefs shocked me this past week.
I can't say I was shocked.
They shocked
I was.
me.
You were
I was-
shocked that it was that bad.
I was shocked about the blowout. I wasn't shocked about the win. I was shocked about the
Yeah,
blowout.
that's what I was saying. I mean, they manhandled Brady, the best quarterback ever.
All right, let's do picks.
I'm
All right.
You
Madden.
talking?
I'm
I'm Madden.
All right, let's start Thursday night. Rival game, division, Vikings, Packers. Packers home, Lambeau. Bridge coming off a big game, though.
Lambeau. Bridges hurt still.
I mean,
He isn't got
the
ankle sprain.
that was an impressive win by the Vikings, but I gotta go with the Packers.
Rodgers catching fire. Randall Cobb showed up. He's getting back in the offense. So now their passing game is going off, which is going to set up Eddie Lacy for a huge game.
What the Packers did to the Bears, they will easily do to the Vikings in the first quarter.
Oh, hey, yeah, to be honest, like that looked like it was going to be a good game from the first half.
Yeah.
And then I went to work and I came back, looked at the score. I'm like, well, yeah. That's all she wrote in that one.
Definitely Packers.
Yeah, Packers.
I'll go Packers. You know,
I don't really want to pick the Vikings.
part of me's like, well, Vikings looked all right, but I mean, it was the Falcons. Falcons have terrible defense, and you know,
Falcons are overrated.
there's a difference. There's a different game between going and playing
but Falcons
a
got a
home
lot
game
of-
against Falcons and then going into Lambeau Field as a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. I'm picking Packers.
Yeah, a lot of O-line was hurt. Didn't you say their tackle?
Yeah.
Or their
They-
tight end was a tackle.
It got to the point where their starting tight end had to be a tackle because they got some injuries.
So they
There's-
went,
all right.
they went in undergunned on the
Bears,
line.
Panthers. Because this is like one of
No,
those.
man, that's a tough one.
The
right
Panthers
there,
are
to be
struggling,
honest.
but
I've picked the Panthers for 2 straight weeks, and they failed me.
2 straight weeks.
So the third one's a charm.
Third's a charm.
Give me the Bears.
Me, I'm going with the Bears as well.
Oh shoot.
Because they're half my fantasy teams as well, so.
I think Kyle Fuller will do a better job of.
Home game. So
I mean, the Panthers' defense looks horrible without Greg Hardy.
Newton looks not great either.
Calvin Benjamin looks great, though.
Yeah, 300 some yards.
What you
3
call it?
touchdowns.
Kuechly, man, he's
He's doing what he can.
they talked about him. He's over pursuing. That's how much.
Yeah,
that's how hard he's playing. Like he's so worried about giving up big plays that he over
Because he knows no one else in the
plays.
team's gonna get stopped.
Exactly,
He's
and that could be bad because he's their best player.
the amount of work he's putting in. It's only going to lead to an injury pretty soon.
Either that or he's gonna be
Like
gassed
Sean
out.
Lee, you know.
Yeah,
What are you talking about, Sean?
that's
He's
exactly
like the third best linebacker
in the league.
Ronaldo's better. Bruce Carter?
in the league. Third best in the league. I'm gonna go Bears. I'm saying Cutler.
All right, guys. We can't all pick the same teams here.
Well, we're gonna be smart. I mean, we gotta pick smart. We're not
We're
gonna.
picking, how many games did we pick?
I don't know. We only picked 2. This is 2. Let's go. We'll say that one for now. Ooh, Ravens Colts.
Colts.
Ravens, Colts.
Because Ravens playing good, but Andrew Luck last 2 games been on fire. Andrew Luck has.
God dang it! I gotta agree with you again.
Andrew Luck has 1,300 yards.
He's the future. I told Lawrence when the draft happened, our RG3's getting drafted to a better team. Andrew Luck's the future. And Russell Wilson, he's going to a good team with a great defense. And I wasn't 100% sure on that.
All Russell
Look what
Wilson
happened.
has to do is be careful. And not run the ball
All he has to do is exist between the 10 seconds between the snap and give him beast mode the ball.
But I gotta go with the Colts too.
Why?
There is a throw Andrew Luck made last week where the receiver was turned around for about maybe 10 seconds. And there was 2 defenders. And those 2 defenders didn't even
T.Y.
know.
Hilton.
Yeah, those 2 defenders, I think, got frozen by Majestic of Andrew Luck because
Magic.
that he should have never had a chance to catch that ball.
Well, definitely half of it was T.Y.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you a question here. What about the Ravens defense? The last 2 weeks, it shut down Big Ben and Cam Newton. I mean, they're not like the quarterbacks they were like last year, years before, but those are still pretty good quarterbacks.
The Ravens defense
That's what I'm
feeds
saying.
off of 2 players, T-Sizzle and Doomerville.
Yeah, if those
That's
guys,
a very good
if they can
underrated.
get pressure,
Yeah, pass. But I mean, it's Andrew Luck though. It's not like he just stays in the pocket.
Yeah, he can run. He can run.
He got some good speed on him.
it is home game for the Colts.
Plus Reggie Wayne, he's like a Donald Driver. You know, he just never gets old.
He does that. And Donald Driver should still be playing for Packers.
T.Y. Hilton. I mean, this will be a good game.
Oh man, this is.
I'll pick the Colts by at least a touchdown. That's how close I think it'll be.
Yeah. We have like 4 more games picked, so because our teams, too.
So pick.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pick
So a lot of picks.
freaking
this
Colts. I'm
week.
going Colts. I don't want to go with you guys, but Andrew Luck, man, he's playing right now. But there's part of me like this one. I think this will be the one game that I would, wouldn't be surprised if they lost because I think the Ravens are playing good ball. Let's go quick picks. Rams, Eagles.
Eagles.
I don't want to go for the Eagles, but I have to go for the Eagles. I'm trying to win this picking game, so I'm gonna be smart here.
Shoot.
Where's it at? St. Louis? Oh, it's in Philly?
I'm Philly.
Oh, you guys are done for. Put a fork in them.
Down to
Better pick your boys, man.
I'll pick Rams. I'll mix it up. I'll pick the Rams.
There you go.
Mix it up. Cowboys, Texans. Battle for
This is
Texas.
actually going to be a
Battle for
good-
Texas.
yeah. Texas.
Why? I think the last 2 times Texans beat us, but we're a different team this year.
3-1 each.
Cowboys.
3-1, 3-1.
Cowboys.
Shoot, man. I
Go
know
ahead.
J.J. Watt's making a MVP run this year. Deservingly so.
What? Tyron Smith?
But
Now they're not even going to line J.J. Watt on Tyron Smith. 'cause Tyron
J.J.
Smith-
Watt, he moves around.
Tyron
on the
Smith
line.
would shut J.J.
No.
Watt down.
Okay.
Down.
No.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
So that's why
Hey,
he's
but-
never going to line up on Tyron Smith's side.
When the Broncos played Tyron, they didn't tear him up, but they had their, good key plays
he
coming
can't-
off of him.
Tyron can't block 2 people at one time.
Yeah, you can expect when they send some scrub and then JJ Watt right next to him. The scrub's gonna hold up enough to Tyron.
Hey,
So,
Texas
yeah.
don't have a lot of scrubs on their defense. They got pretty good defense. The weakness to them is obviously the pass.
The offense.
The pass.
Their
They don't got a very good
offense.
pass defense.
Or
Their
offense.
offense.
That's a problem. I know that's a problem. Cowboys, the defense did look better last week. But Texans don't have an offense. But their defense is not better than Saints. So you think?
Who you picking?
I asked you.
No, you pick first and then I'll pick. On this one, I could go 50-50, so I'm waiting for you to pick.
Home game for the Cowboys, I'm picking Texans.
Okay.
DeMarco, if he touches the ball 25 times,
If they keep getting the
give
ball in
me
Marco,
the
they're gonna be a
Cowboys.
tough team.
I'll take the Cowboys.
All right. I see.
Simply for the fact that the Texans don't got enough.
You guys will know these guys' picks because they'll be exact same here.
Not exactly. There's a couple games I know Andy's going to...
All right, Broncos,
somebody out.
Cardinals.
We have Broncos.
Cardinals.
Where's it at? It's in Denver, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, give me Broncos.
I'm going Broncos.
Hey, we probably shouldn't have done all the picks that we pick the same team because there's some good games. Just
Well,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Let's get all these games
I'm
out.
going-
Come on, let's go.
Not that many.
we're gonna have eight picks.
Hey, I don't know how many. We'll count them up. But I'm picking Broncos because of I don't think Cardinals' offense is good enough to continually move the ball. Because Broncos are going to score points. That's what they do.
Well,
I
but I mean,
can't.
we got no running game, so that's the default.
And I
We're
gotta
gonna
go against Mondo one time at least. So.
Oh yeah, the other ones.
Tyron's still getting back into game shape, and this might be the week where
All
Honey
right.
Badger's back.
Let's do these two last.
No Monday night.
Yeah, Monday night. Yeah, we gotta go
And-
Monday.
Monday night
We
be-
always gotta go Monday, Sunday night,
All right.
and
come on.
Thursday
Hey,
night.
it's clear.
Seahawks versus
It's-
Redskins.
Well, wait,
Easy-
it counts as a dub.
Easy win. Easy win. Thanks,
You
Andy.
never know. Somebody might pick the rest.
All right, so let's go Chiefs Niners. It's in Levi Stadium again.
Chiefs are a very good-looking 2-2 team, but I'm going with the 49ers.
Oof.
Damn it, Andy.
I'm going Chiefs.
You going Chiefs?
Yeah.
Well,
Hate the Niners.
I gotta go
Not
Niners.
Diaz
And let me
Zavala.
give you a reason why.
Okay.
Dwayne Bowe's not gonna show up for this game.
Jamal Charles is going to show up for this game.
I
Alex
don't
Smith.
know, because if they were able to do what they did to McCoy,
Yeah, McCoy's
At
got.
home?
Yeah, but that's what McCoy's done against everyone. So it's not. Let's remember, he's 192 yards through 4 games. It's not like the Niners were the only shut him down.
but the Chiefs O-line, they also have some injuries on it as well, just like the Eagles O-line. So
We'll see. All right.
it'll be a close one. I think it might be a field goal or last possession game.
All right. Bengals Patriots.
Give me Patriots.
I'll go with the Bengals.
I want Bengals.
Dang. Oh. Let me tell you what. Good quarterback / coach tandems never lose 2 games in a row.
But
I know, but we've picked all the same picks, so I just have
But
to
you
go
picked
opposite.
against your boy. You didn't even let me pick yet. You picked before me
For what?
for this one.
No, I
no,
let
you
pick.
picked first. You said Patriots. We're like Bengals.
Oh.
What are you smoking?
So were you
son?
gonna pick the Patriots or you were gonna pick the Bengals? And
No,
I'll
I was actually just gonna pick the opposite. What you picked.
I think I'm telling you Bengals because Patriots offense is looking trash right now. It gets
Gron's still getting back into shape, man.
yeah, but
He's had his past 2 seasons injury plagued, so it's not like he's gonna be in game.
I'm just
shape
saying, right?
already,
Yeah,
you know?
it's like he's gonna be in game shape this week.
I mean,
So offense-
even if I get this one wrong, I'll know I'll get the Monday night one right. So at least,
least
I'm
get
1-1 there.
All right, well, last pick here Monday night. We got Seahawks Redskins.
Seahawks.
I mean, I can't even take a chance. That's too big
What
of
other
a.
games is there? There has to be some good games.
We did like a lot of games. We did 1, 2, 3,
I think we did 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We did 9 games.
It's a lot of games.
9 games. So let's see who will come up on top after this week.
Whoa, hold on. There's some
All
games that
No,
we
we're
could
good.
pick.
We're good. All right, I have
Oh,
one.
Giants Falcons.
No, we don't want that one.
That's a good one
Who
right
cares about that
there.
one? All right,
We'll
Giants
go-
coming off
we'll
of
go
a
with 9
huge win.
games.
All right, I do have a question. Like this is
All right.
this is not related, but I know we got to wrap this up soon. But I got a
Give me
question.
Falcons.
No, we're not picking that. We're not picking that. But I was thinking about this the other day at work. How I got thought about. We know how video games are looking more and more realistic all the time. You know,
Yeah.
like do you think they'll come to a point where people is like affects people more because like it's so realistic that I just kind of like mess with their mind, like kind of like a lucid dream. You don't know what's real and what's not.
No.
You know, I think it'll be at a point where it kind of takes over.
I mean, I guess that's what the Oculus Rift is, putting you in the world. But no, I mean, that would be way
But what
way
about
in the future.
what about? 'Cause you know, like when you play video games, you can do like headshots and you get all these things and you can see blood. It's fine.
Yeah,
But when you see like if that was a real life video, you'd not be able to watch that.
yeah.
Do you think there's ever a point where it's gonna look so realistic that people won't be able to watch it anymore?
Oh yeah, I think that because I mean, The Last of Us was pretty brutal. Just like when you would like hit someone in the face with a lead pipe or strangle them to death. I mean, it was pretty realistic. So yeah.
Cause like sitting there, cause I have sites and I've known people. I mean, not known people like they did it on purpose, but they could sit there and they could go on the site and they like could sit there and watch a video of like someone getting like sniped or like a someone getting run over, like falling, like jump off building. I don't know why, but they could do that. And like most people can't though. Most people can't. It's like if you had a video game that was that realistic, like look, the graphics were about just as good as they can be made in a few years. You wouldn't be how's the mind tell the difference between a video game and a video online?
I guess. I mean, that's a good point.
I guess it's high quality compared to low quality, but I mean, it got messes your mind a little bit where you're
I
like,
don't think
know
we'd
what's-
ever be confused in what world we're in. But when it comes to
I
that,
mean, more along the lines. I can remember where I was going with it, and I remember that part. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Eventually, what'll happen is our age will catch up with us, and to the younger kids, it won't be such an impact on them. But for us, it'll be like, wow. Because
I don't know if
think
we'll get
about it.
that
I mean,
I don't think we'll get that numb.
We grew up in a different era as our parents did. We
Exactly.
grew up in the technology.
My aunt cried during the day after tomorrow because it looked so real to her, but to me it's like, man, this is some shitty ass graphics. But then you going back and think about what graphics were like when she was young, of course it's gonna look a lot more realer. So in the future, it's gonna look realer to us, but the kids are like, man, that's some shitty ass graphics.
No, because we're talking about like if you're talking about video games, we're getting to the point where graphics look like real life. Like you could like watch TV and right next to it and you wouldn't tell the difference.
We grew up in an era where a cell phone was only for making phone calls to now where it's basically a small computer in our hand.
Well, we kind of had the like text mess. We got it into
I think
text
like
mess
barely.
our minds
because
understand
none of the
things evolve
Roxbury,
and change.
Yeah.
none of the Roxbury had the true cell phones where it's like
Yeah, that's what people grew up with.
blocks.
Like, I don't know. And I guess we're talking about, do you think, it's kind of off topic a little bit, like, I think there's been a lot more old people playing video games, like, when we get to that age.
Yeah.
Because, like, the old people now, like, it talks about, like, people not playing video games, but they didn't have video games when they started as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So how would they keep playing them? They might play them a little bit, like, when they're growing up.
Yeah, I think like the guys from
We were, like-
Rooster Teeth are all in their 40s now, and they're still
Does that
playing
mean, like, you're
video
40 or
games
50 years
all
old?
the time.
You're going to play video games still instead
I'm
of,
pretty
like...
sure I'm going to be playing video games for the rest
Me
of my
too.
life.
Huh? That's crazy to think about, because all the old people now are like, I don't do it anymore, you know, do whatever.
Yeah, they can't, like, I showed my dad Destiny, and he told me it's way too fast paced for him.
But I think...
Way too much going on.
You know, we're too used to it. You know, I mean, there's some games where, like, there's a lot going on. It's hard to focus like that Cloudberry Kingdom, that last level where everything's coming down. You have to try to focus. That's a different level, though. That's a different level compared to, like, Destiny or something. I think unless you, like, get old and everything starts going slower.
So to answer Mondo's question, I do not think we're going to get as old as our parents ever got when it comes to
I'm just saying,
technology.
it's
Yeah.
like it might look real, but I haven't seen a game where it looks as realistic.
Not yet.
I was watching the reviews on the Shadow Mordor game, and those graphics were really good.
Did it?
Yeah.
See, I think they'd be good. But we're talking, like, maybe next gen. Next gen might be the one to do it.
I'd say another 10 years.
I mean,
Yeah.
because they have 4K TVs now. I mean,
yeah, but to be able to be like, you don't
I mean,
know.
PC games. I mean, we don't play
Yeah.
PC games.
PC
PC already has 4K.
If you got the top level gaming computer, like, if you can play the top level games, you're going to see.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there already are graphics that are just
yeah, just haven't got the
almost
consoles yet.
real life.
Yeah, computers. I agree with that. 4K, man. Think it. Man, the resolution of that. Holy smokes. I only go to the theater 4K.
Yeah,
It's like, see what's
so do
like. Watch Avatar.
biggest
Overrated.
thing I missed that I wish I could go back in time and do would be watch The Dark Knight in IMAX for the first time.
I remember we talked about, like, back, me, Lawrence, Beanie, like, we were talking about possibly doing it, and I ended up being not be able to do it because I was out of town, and they ended up going, because they were pretty close to the theater that got shot.
Lucky
Yeah, they were.
on IMAX.
But they were in the same area, or they were going to be, weren't they? Did you go with them?
That was with Lawrence Dummy.
Yeah, Beanie didn't go, but I was like, pretty sure you told me. That was for the Dark Knight
yeah,
Rises.
that was the Dark Knight Rises.
We were talking about going for the original Dark Knight.
That
Well,
would be amazing.
What happened was we were gonna go to the theater that ended up getting shot at because that was an IMAX theater. So we settled, but just watching it in Greeley because we were like, okay, whatever. If we think about it, by the time we get there and by the time we get back, it'll be like 2 a.m, and then so we're just like, we'll just watch it here. And so we got our tickets earlier in the day, and then after the movie, of course, we went back. We had an argument because I was like, that was a good movie, but it's not as good as The Dark Knight. And Lawrence is like, yeah, but he started, trying to give an argument of why
Lawrence
it
is a
was
smart man.
as good or better than The Dark Knight. And I'm like, Lawrence is so dumb. And I actually got Lawrence in a predicament about how dumb Batman was in the movie, but then Lawrence obviously tried.
Obviously, outsmarted you and got
No, he tried sidestepping it. He pulled a Roger Goodell.
So
Roger Dodger. Anyways, about like maybe 6 a.m, we're still arguing. And by 7 o'clock, we turned on the TV, and then that's when we saw that theater was shot.
but did you watch it in IMAX?
So you're gonna
Okay.
So we were gonna go to that. Thing.
Yeah, I thought it's all about good
Because of that
intentions.
reason.
Never happens. We talked. I was gone somewhere, so like we couldn't do it because
But-
it came out like in summer for the first one.
Yeah. But obviously they probably had
I
more.
bet it's
The
dope.
beginning
More.
scene would have been amazing on the airplane in IMAX.
Oh yeah, seen that like
Yeah, but I mean, obviously the Dark Knight is way better than
Yeah, Dark Knight's way
Dark Knight
better.
Rises.
better acting.
Better one-liners.
Better acting.
Better story.
Better acting.
Way better story.
acting.
Yeah,
First of all, Batman should have known never trust that girl. Because
yeah.
I'm getting a funny feeling from her.
That's-
I didn't say
That-
she was gonna
life
be.
lesson number one:
I was just.
never trusting.
I'm not saying that in my head. I was thinking she was
That's your
that
mama.
girl that jumped out
Or
of
the
the
one.
hole. I'm just like, oh, he better watch it with her.
Well, at first I was like, okay, that chick's already sleeping with him. Something must be up. But then I was like, oh, he's a billionaire. Never mind.
Yeah, but they're Playboy.
Yeah. So.
What I like about the third one is the progression of like his age. I mean, maybe
Progression
I like
of
the
his
fact they
age.
showed it.
He needs a suit to help him with his body that goes from
Yeah, that
him
was actually
needing-
a good look at the character Bruce Wayne. That his body's taking a toll from being
He
bad.
get a whole new suit.
Yeah, so he's getting. Yeah, he needs a suit to help him out. Probably his joints. Torn ligaments, whatever the hell he had. Yeah, I mean he was
Old
walking
age.
with the cane at the beginning of the movie.
His body's sore.
But
And then so in the middle, he's in jail, fixes his broken back.
Black magic, son. You don't understand that stuff.
I didn't know he believed in magic, Evan.
I'm just saying, there's dark stuff going on, and that's why that place he was. That's
you want
dark
to talk
place.
about progression? Let's talk about Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face.
Yeah, you didn't expect that.
That is clutch progression there.
I kind of had an idea when you flip the coin, it's like, it's like-
I wasn't even thinking about
'Cause of-
Two-Face
'cause of the
until
old-
it
Yeah,
became
until it happens.
Two-Face.
because of the old movies, it's like he's flipping quarters. Like, hey, hey.
Good. I was kind of into it.
It's not like you can think, oh, he might be the penguin. No, no, you're not thinking that.
There's going to be one penguin. And that's Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, damn right. And that's how we're going to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to Danny DeVito.
Danny
Any
DeVito.
good thing ends with Danny.
Shout out
Fuck
to
you,
Dark Knight.
Brunham.
Thank you, Dark Knight. Better than Dark Knight Rises.